Yo, what's up? We are back at it. Once again, my friends. Oh my gosh. What's up, Slim DC tapping in? Don't forget to hit the like button. If you guys get the notifications, definitely do so. We know there have been a lot of technical issues going on here. We are aware. What's up, Outlaw? Yeah, there's a thing called hyping the video. Definitely do that when you get the chance. Also, yes, Rick Ross is back at it, and so is 50 Cent. Rick Ross don't know how to stay out of something because he's no longer a rapper. He's a pitch man, but he understands his job. He knows he's a pitch guy. He knows what his job and role is to push whatever's going on with car clubs. Yo, get this new Bezier. Yeah, the Bezier bottle. Yes. And Fifth is told this man countless times since when it first started. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that video, too. And Fifth told him in the very beginning, dude, I am deciding, because you wanted to play with me when I wasn't even in that space. See, Fifth was not planning on making an album. He was getting ready for a whole nother launch. He was doing some other things. Now, this comes along and he said, dude, I am deciding right now to take a break and F your life up for trying to play with me when I wasn't trying to play. And he has damaged this dude's credibility. His reputation of being the biggest boss from Miami and all that stuff was destroyed. It made Rick Ross want to sue. And that's not even his name. Everybody knows. Right. He's like, there's nothing there. What I'm going to work with Rick Ross? Why would I work with him? There's nothing there. $50 Cent controls media. He's a generator of traffic and energy amongst the media. He knows how to change the narratives or how to expose what they're hiding. He knows that Rick Ross is a phony. He used 50 Cent by trying to promote something as a marketing ploy because he said, oh, Jay-Z's finna use you to come at me. I'm going to destroy you. So Jay will have to see me. And what he found out, from this point is what Jay found out. Jay-Z had no idea this dude was a correctional officer before. He had no idea. Jay didn't know that. This dude never told anybody. Trick Daddy brought that out, and then this dude lied. He lied about it because he got caught off guard in an interview on camera, and he lied. Jay-Z know he can never openly battle 50 Cent. He never could. That's why he never chose that angle. He was never going to go at 50 Cent, ever. He'll throw a witty line here and there because he said, okay, this guy get it. We'll just do this. But I'm not finna go to a war with 50 Cent. Now that he is the 50 Cent, I'm staying out of his lane. And I'm just going to be Jay over here. I'm not going to entertain that. So it left Fifth out there like, man, Jay he want a battle, but he know he can't. Jay's not going to get into something he can't win. And after the Nas loss, he can't afford another loss. Because he had to fight to get his career back with that. He had to make up with Nas. People think that, oh, Jay, man, he made up with Nas because no, he had to. The money was gone. There was no money. That's why he made up with Nas. L.A. Reid said, look, here's what it is. We're not making any money here at Def Jam. You retired, and we put you as president as a face, but we're not really making any money. Jeezy is the only thing that's working. And the guy Stewart, who brought them in, who ended up taking his own life, right? He brought in Rick Ross and Jeezy. And they was going to sign to LaFace. But LaFace and Babyface didn't want to sign rappers. He had Outkast, and that was it. The Dungeon Family, they were from Atlanta. That was cool. He liked Andre 3000. He liked that whole movement. But when the record company broke up and then they split up, Babyface and L.A. Reid went their separate ways. And that's because L.A. Reid was doing a lot of other activities, and Babyface got to get away from that. See, there's a whole lot into that breakup y'all don't know anything about. And the guy that was bringing all that talent over went with L.A. Reid over to Def Jam. And when he went over to Def Jam with him, that's how all of this. Yeah, Shakira Stewart, the one that Diddy beat up over in like Paris or something like that. They were out of the country for a wedding. Diddy's like, oh, so you're dating Kim? And they gave him that and beat him up. Yeah, that guy. Now, he was a great finder of talent. Yes, I am like a hip-hop library. So here's the thing. I know the things that went on behind the scenes. This is why it's so difficult for a lot of others that are out there talking hip-hop, because they don't know the ins and outs or the business or the conversation. They know because the lies and narratives these podcasters tell now, or they only tell you a fraction of what they want you to know. They say, this is what we want them to know. Tell them that. That should do it. That should suffice. Once you start playing those games, you've already went down the wrong road, especially with these people, because a lot of them are dangerous. Now, so 50 Cent knew right away, oh, we got a situation here. When Rick Ross wanted to come in and play, Jay didn't know anything about Rick Ross because it wasn't his find. He played like he discovered Jeezy and Rick Ross. Shakira Stewart brought them in. Jay Brown's brought in Rihanna. Rihanna was already sleeping with a white dude who's a grown man who brought her in this country. Brought her from Barbados, and they was trying to get a record deal. They was her management then. It's so much craziness y'all don't even know about. Rihanna been playing dudes since she was 16 years old. None of y'all would know this. Y'all didn't know about Just Blaze and Kanye beef till I said it. Then years later, Kanye admitted it. We know that. We knew what was going on when you was making the Blueprint out. I knew. That's why y'all didn't know he was talking about. It's the real Kanye West this time, not the imposters. Hey, man, you was about to put that man out of a job, yay? So he had to change it up with you. He was like, oh, that's what he want now? I can make those beats too. And he tried to make beats like Kanye, which led to the Blueprint and a classic. But Ye was forever. Just Blaze didn't care about being an entertainer. You know what Just Blaze cared about? He just cared about video games and making beats. And this is why Just Blaze is, where is he at now? No ambition. If your ambition is to just collect old video games and play them, you will be passed up in this business. Kanye wanted more. And that's why he is where he went to, he ascended to. Now, everybody know Rick Ross ain't the biggest boss we done seen thus far. He wanted to play with 50 Cent. And when he sued and got his baby mother to sue to get the money from him and everything, and he's playing with 50 baby mom, she was on the radio. She did all this stuff talking about the house that caught on fire. 50 Cent was never charged. He was out the country when all this happened. He was facts. Just Blaze had EA contract. Exactly. That's all he cared about was video games. So when she made all of these accusations about 50 Cent, Rick Ross was doubling down on it and trying to use it as marketing and promotion for his album. So even the Young Turks got involved. The Turks got involved and said, hey, look, this is what it is right now. This is what we're trying to do. And Rick Ross just couldn't make a platinum record. Not one. Not one. 50 Cent's first album outdoes Rick Ross' entire catalog. Entire catalog. His best-selling album is his debut album, and his debut album went gold. Barely touching 1 million. Why is that? Because he's been making the same album over and over again. I ain't say he didn't have nothing to do with it. I said he was out of the country. I ain't saying he had nothing to do with that. I'm just saying he was out the country, and thank God everybody made it out the house in time. But he has very powerful lawyers, as you can see, and things went his way. Rick Ross used 50 Cent for promotion every time it was getting ready to roll out. And when Diddy and them became bosses of what was supposedly going down, right? Jay-Z was losing so much money on Rick Ross, 50 Cent was spending all this money to tarnish the reputation of Rick Ross. Jay-Z was like, look, he went to Diddy and he told Diddy, he said, look, here's what's going down. I'm losing. right? I'm losing this battle. This dude never told me he worked for law enforcement. Jay went up to Diddy and was like, yo, Puff, we got to talk business, man. Yo, I don't know what I'm going to do with Rick Ross, man. I mean, 50 Cent, he's destroying him. I mean, this guy wasn't honest. He just broke down and told me he was sorry. Man, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Jay. I should have. Man, I didn't know what to do, man. My back was against the wall, and I got a lot of back. So I was covering the whole wall. Yeah, boss. So Jay was like, look, you put me in a very peculiar spot. You know, I don't like feeling like this, you know, because I was going to bat for you. I was defending you. You're making me look stupid. But I'll call you back and tell you, you know, which direction I'm going to take. You know, I'll get back with you. Somebody from the office, if it's not me, will get back to you and we'll let you know what's going on. All right. Holler. So after that, they go back. The news breaks because they couldn't hold it no longer. They were paying outlets not to push it. Then it started to push. Like, go ahead and put it out. Now all this Rick Ross was in DOC Training Academy. He was an officer of the law. The photos start making its rounds. Media takeout. MTO got it. He said, online hackers put my face when I was a teenager in high school on other people's bodies. If it is real, don't know, you think you should have more specifics like dates and everything. Fake pictures are created by the fake, meant to entertain the fake. This is what Rick Ross' team decided to do. They blamed online hackers for a picture that was 100% him. Said it was fake. This was what Rick Ross' plan was. We're going to say that it is fake. That's his quote. Looking at the photo of him shaking in a police uniform, correction officer shaking hands and getting his plaque. So you know what Jay-Z and them did? They said, okay, this might work. What we're going to do is we're going to have some people just from our team. They're going to cut up a bunch of pictures of your face and put it on some officers' faces. And we're going to just link them online and say, oh, look, anybody searching Rick Ross as a cop, we're going to have these pop up. And there was a lot of fake images that they created and put out there so that if anybody looking up Rick Ross as a cop and they see all the fake pictures, they're going to be, oh, yeah, see, that's fake. Yeah, Rick Ross is right. Look at all these fake pictures of Rick Ross as a cop. To cover up this photo. And you know what happened? People who were police officers, who were correctional officers, the people that were in that photo, they were pissed at Rick Ross. And they were tired of him faking. And they were like, dude, I was in the class with you. What the hell is you talking about? I'm tired of this dude. So police officers was leaking stuff. And they leaked more than that photo. They gave his name. They gave paperwork. Then his baby mother came out and confirmed it with Tia coming out. And Jay said, that's it, I'm out. Puff, and Puff came up with an idea. See, this is where you guys don't understand. Sean Puffy Combs is a genius. No one outworks Puff. Puff is a genius. He's actually smart when it comes to this game. He came in and said, Fifth, because he at this time, him and Fifth is cool. Before, Fifth was mad at him about the Mace deal. Then he said, he saw what Mace was doing. And was like, you playing us. You playing games with us. Okay, I see. It's really you. You the problem. So that's how he looked at it. Like Mace was trying to see how much money he could stick everybody for. Trying to go back from here, get money from here, then go back, run over there and get money here. It was like, okay, you playing games. Oh, no, I ain't got time for that with Mace. So he was like, you know what? I don't want to do the deal. Because now you're messing up the money. They had a window to get the money, then the window went away. So that's what pissed 50 Cent off. More than anything is that window went away and Jimmy was waiting to pay millions for it just to see it happen. Window shopper was the first thing coming. Diddy is greedy snake. Stop it, Carcino, with that BS. Ain't no BS. Who said he ain't greedy? Who ain't greedy? You think 50 ain't greedy? Everybody greedy. You think Jay-Z ain't greedy? You think Leor Cohen ain't greedy? Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. Now, here's where it's going to get real interesting. Diddy comes in, said, he said, I saw the message you left me. Yeah, I'm going to work with Big Boy. Yeah, I could do some stuff with him. He kind of remind me of my boy Big. Yeah, when Big was doing it and he was coming up, I see he hungry. Yeah, he look hungry. He always hungry. And he don't miss a meal. Yeah, I could work with Big Boy. Hey, I tell you what I'm going to do. Hey, where's my assistant? She's over there. We doing business. You lucky I'm on the phone with Jay. You lucky. You lucky I'm on this phone. When I get up, me and you. Now, give me the paper. Give me the goddamn paper. Get out my sight right now. I don't need to see you. All right, listen. Jay, I'm going to come in for 25% of your 50. You got 50%, right? A raw. Okay. I'm going to come in for 25. Yeah, you could have it, man, because it's not nothing there. I'm losing money. Don't worry. I got it. I'm going to take it. All right, man. We got it, man. Just how your team hit me up. All right, holla. So now Puffy comes in for 25% of Jay-Z's 50% he gets off of Rick Ross. So now Diddy comes in and there is an immediate change to Rick Ross. He changes everything about Rick Ross. He changes his whole rap style, everything. And the real Rick Ross can't even get his name back once he gets out of jail. Because this guy's been running around with it forever. This dude rapping about all this and that, and Fip used all of it to expose what he really was. Then the cartoon came, which was hilarious with Officer Ricky, the diss record, and all of these cartoons, and man, this was a mess. So Rick Ross was panicking. So now, all of a sudden, Meek Mill, he couldn't sell with Meek Mill, so now Diddy cuts him in on the Meek Mill deal. T.I. gave Meek Mill up to Jay-Z. This is why Meek couldn't make no money. Tip had him with Grand Hustle. People don't even remember that. He went to Jay-Z when he did the deal. He went over with Jay and sold Meek Mill to Jay for money. He said, man, I got an artist out here, man. He from Philly, man. That boy be rapping it, man, and rapping 100,000 miles an hour. Man, I don't even know what the hell he talking about. But, man, hey, I can't do nothing with it, man. I thought I could, but, you know, I got all this legal trouble. And I need some money right now. So if you want them, man, you can go and take them, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing with them. Man, the boy been saying a bunch of words, man. It sound good. Sound like it go together. I just don't know, man. He talking all kind of stuff, man. You want to hear him rap, man? I'll get him on the mic. Yeah, man. Hey, man, go rap for Jay right quick. I said, hold on, wait a minute. You know that I ain't finished. I'm coming up for Philly, man. I'm doing on the business. You know I'm getting a minute, got a nagging in a minute. He's like, that's okay. That's all right, kid. Just save it. Save it for the studio, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm telling you, I'm ready, man. I'm from Philly, man. I'm hungry, man. I'm saying, I'm broke, man. My hair stink, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. My name is Meek Mill. It was like, hey. So next thing you know, Meek Mill's involved. So he didn't know what to do with Meek Mill. He was like, look, I don't know. Jay don't know what to do with these dudes. Jay-Z is like, look, I don't know what to do with these people. Fifth, once again, Diddy came in for 25%. So now he has Meek Mill at 25% and Rick Ross at 25%. Diddy is finna use it to make this work. So Diddy's plan is to turn them into Tupac and Biggie. Let me repeat. Tupac and Biggie. He tell Meek Mill, yeah, you remind me of Pac. Yeah, because you got that energy. You wild like Pac. Yeah, so you going to be like all eyes on me. You going to be out there, boy, like me against the world. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, this is what I wanted. I wanted, you know, back when Big and Pac, they was all boys, man. It was great. Hip-hop was beautiful. Then Suge Knight came and messed everything up. But I'm going to show you how we get down. Yeah, hit it, Ciroc. Yeah, drink that up, boy. Yeah, I got matching outfits. We're going to wear matching pajamas. Yeah. Pajamas, man? You ain't saying nothing about no pajamas, man. Oh, yeah, you spending the night. Oh, no. We don't go to sleep till 9 in the morning around here. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Yeah. Take that. Yeah. I like that. So now you got everybody in there. And they put out a mixtape with Rick Ross to introduce the new Rick Ross. And as soon as he come on there, he starts coming right off the beat. I'm like, he's trying to steal Biggie's cadence. Oh, whoo, I was hot. I already didn't like Rick Ross. I damn sure did not like Rick Ross trying to sound like Biggie and stealing his cadence. I'm like, I think I'm Big Beach. Larry Hoover, I said, no, you ain't. And you damn sure ain't Biggie. So I was real hot about that. And they put him in the shirt, that same shirt Big had with the B on it, like he was from Brooklyn. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Puff, you losing your mind. Don't do that. And this pissed 50 Cent off. He thought he could bridge the 50 and Rick Ross situation. It was past that already. And once that happened, Fifth was like, that's it. I'm going to destroy you, Diddy. You got involved. I was getting this dude up out the game. And it was working. Jay was about to dump him for pennies. He was out. He was through. And you just gave him a lifeline. You gave this fat a budget and brought him back. And Fifth was like, okay, now I see you want to play with me. You know I'm not in a position to want to play, but now you want to play with me. Okay, I'm going to show you what time it is. Since you think that this is a good idea, you want to match energy with me? All right. I'm going to show you what's going on. So now, all of this energy gets matched up. Gunplay. Let's just say it didn't go his way. He had a bad night. So now Ross is smiling it up. Then 50 Cent finds the baby mama, put her in foxes and furs. She confirms you a cop, correctional officer. All his jewelry is fake and rented. He's renting the jewelry. He renting the house. That Maybach he got is leased. All of it. So she put him on blast. So now Ross was in a very different position. We had Pimpin' Curly. We had the cartoon. Phil was using all his resources to make things happen. But this was opening up doors because he built up a lot of attention without putting records out. So when he was ready to put records out for G Unit, he had all of this material. He was already in the social media, buzz. He was trying to get Lloyd Banks and everybody else to understand that this is the new market now. The new market is the internet. You got to get involved. Banks don't care about that. And unfortunately for Banks, that's what, put him in a bad predicament. So the other baby mother that he found, the one that he took, her video and started posting it, that's what got 50 Cent in trouble. She hit him with a lawsuit for millions, and it went downhill from there. Rick Ross came in and his rap career was pretty much over. Diddy had fell into drugs, started doing a lot of pills, hanging out with Meek Mill, and Meek Mill was writing his raps, and it was not going well for Diddy. Diddy was not rapping like how Diddy was supposed to be rapping. And it was like, Diddy? That don't even sound like nothing Diddy would say. And it wasn't. And it was not working out. Meek Mill thought he could write for Diddy. I forgot. He did like 2 songs. Diddy didn't like them. And Diddy was like, oh, I gotta get up out of this. Like, man, I want to do this, but I can't. Y'all remember they did About This Life? You remember that? About This Life? Y'all remember that? They come pulling up all the trucks. They got Rick Ross out there. And look at who pop up. Diddy, baby. Diddy was out there. Meek Mill, Rick Ross, French Montana. Right? Now, after all of this, right? Diddy was hanging out, popping pills. They was finna bring him back, keep him in the game. Diddy was like, he apologized. And he went back to doing like R&B type records and records that fit him. More dance. They had like Pastor Cavassier Right. You know Rick Ross fat ass couldn't fit in a Bugatti. So he took that out. He said, you know what? I can't do this. Rick Ross has tried to make friends with 50 Cent countless times, bro. Let me repeat. He tried to make friends with him countless times. Yeah, that was earlier. King Los was writing for him. Los was writing for him when my boy did the song. Who made the beat? All in the videos. Sorry, we don't believe you. Well, believe it now. You know I'm going to see Street Fighter. Prove it. Prove what? What do you want me to prove, Mr. 305? What part do you want me to prove? What are you saying I'm lying about, Mr. 305, man? Good. I'm a good boy. It don't take that long to type. Prove he was trying to be friends with 50 Cent. Oh, well, you know what? I'm glad you asked. I'm like Missouri, because I could show you. Oh, right on time. Curtis, I have no ill wills. Although I have no ill wills towards Curtis personally, I believe he truly dislikes me. To be clear, I never did post a video of any excerpts of it. I would never authorize anyone else to post a video or excerpts of it. He's done this countless times, go boy. See how quick I pulled that up? I know what I'm talking about, son. He's done this countless times. He don't want to beef with 50. He got no choice. 50 don't like him. And now because of that lawsuit thing with the baby mama, that's forever now. That's like stepping on a tiger's neck. Okay, now it's BS because you saw it actually came from Rick Ross. That's a quote from Rick Ross. Go take it up with the biggest boss you done heard thus far. Believe the guy who lied about being a cop. He said he will never end the beef because he can't end the beef because 50 Cent don't like him. He just told you. Hey, I ain't got no ill will towards this dude, but this dude just don't like me. Why do you think he made up? He made up with Floyd Mayweather, didn't he? Because he had no real beef with him. He was just trying to sell records. And then when he got hot, when he signed with Puff, and everybody was going to mash him, trust me, he was going to get mashed that night. It was going to be bad for him. These are the same people that was around when I was around. You know what I mean? These people was around when I was around. I mean, you don't understand. This night, it just happened to be one of those magical nights. I don't even know why they were there. I think this dude just got out of jail who was there for a action that happened where at a skating rink, there was some, and he was from Shot. So he had to go do time. So he did time behind the shooting. I think he was just coming home that day or something. and it was a party for him. And everybody from the shop, Floyd Mayweather flew all them back out. So we talking about some of the most gangsterous dudes from the inner city of Chicago is right there with Floyd Mayweather, mixed with Floyd Mayweather's security, mixed with people that Floyd know from out in Vegas, LA, these areas. All of them are together. And here comes Diddy with his 2 security guards, Rick Ross, and one buddy. And he got beef with Floyd. And he walks in like it was all good. Because Diddy had no idea Floyd was involved in it. He had no idea. And Diddy was in the video. He had no idea what they was doing. So when he saw this blow up, like, man, y'all got a beef? I didn't know about that. And Floyd was ready. Floyd was extra too, because he knows, like, dude, if we got a problem, we can handle it right here. And these dudes is drunk, and they was like, man, dude got a problem. Rick Ross is, he beefing with Floyd. So first, Rick Ross got into it with the security. I mean, not security, but some dudes that's cool with Floyd. Like, yo, man, you was talking to that big boy. He was like, no, man, I'm here to smash all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here. I'm here with Puff, man, because we brothers, man. We got to stick together. All that. They ain't want to hear none of that. They was ready to smash it right then and there in the club. Everybody there is on point. So they look, and this is what they do. Anywhere they go, what they do in the inner city of Chicago is get down. Right? They were going to get down. That's what they do. So when they see one of them get active, everybody circling. They ready to get down. So now you finna have a real big problem here. Diddy can't control it. Diddy's trying to talk to Floyd like, hey, no, let's not do that. We good. So he had to get Rick Ross out of there, because one of them dudes ready to take off anyway. They drunk. They not, like, no, man, disrespect my mans. They ready to go. So he said, man, they talked it out right there, but it was so loud. And he was like, bro, man, we'll meet up another time when Puffer set it up. We'll talk. He go back. He told Rick Ross, yeah, just go back to the hotel right now. Yeah, I'm going to stay here and work with them. Yeah, I didn't know you, like, it was this bad. Let me talk to him. Yeah, go back to the hotel. This is on me. And that's what Diddy told him, like, it's on me. Go back to the hotel. He go back to the hotel at like 3 a.m. in Vegas. Floyd pulls up, like the club closed, everything. Diddy bring Floyd and like Floyd's bodyguards. They come up there. Rick Ross come down. They meet outside. Rick Ross, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. I should have never disrespected you, because you've always been a good dude. It was just your boy, man. It was your boy. I tried to squash it. See, I know things you don't know, sir. I know things you don't. I'm just telling you. I just know things you don't know about your biggest boss you done seen thus far. I ain't telling you. I'm sorry to ruin your imagination of what you thought about him. I just know he's an entertainer. That's it. Yeah, so when all of this hit the fan, now with T.I. all of a sudden, here he comes. He want to jump in and put his mother on the shirt. And it was like, oh, because you got all of this, problems, right? Exactly. That's when he wanted to get down. Yeah, he wanted to put all that in perspective. And when 50 and Floyd fell out, he was trying to tell him, see, it's just your boy. And he started sending Floyd bottles of champagne over at his birthday party, trying to apologize. Because that's what he does, man. And then Floyd think like, this is my boy, man. He just using it as a photo op to market himself. Because that's what Rick Ross is, man. He's a big old market, man. Good boy, 305. You know you watch Powerful. Stop. You know you watch BMF. Stop. You know what 50 doing in this entertainment space. Stop. Yeah, I'm a fan of Fifth music. Absolutely. Fifth ain't never made a song I didn't like. See, I don't let the internet tell me who's hot, and that's who I should not like no more. I don't like them no more. They suck. I be like, if the song is hot, I like it. That's just it. Yeah, people do things you don't agree with. I told Floyd Mayweather when he did it, that wasn't a good idea. He was like, why you don't think that was good? That's the real Rick Ross. That's really his name. Floyd did a video with the real Rick Ross, right? And they were sitting in his Maybach talking. And the real Rick Ross was talking real talk to him, like like a real man conversation. And was like, hey, I'm really trying to do this. I'm trying to build, my nonprofit and this and that. If I had a backer with me, he didn't say, give me some money. He's saying like, look, man, I got these real projects, man. Let's do this. And we can, do this community. I can get the money. The government will have no problem with the nonprofit if I have celebrity backing. If I got y'all behind me, this is what we need to, get to and ascend to. We need to get this done first. More than anything in the world, this needs to be done. Let's take care of this first. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's take care of this first. So they go do the video, and he was showing Rick Ross. This is back when he was beefing with Rick. And he showed him, hey, that's that. That's what's up. That's what's cracking now. And then he ended up patching it up with the fake Rick Ross and didn't do anything with the real Rick Ross. I told Floyd then that was a mistake because he knew he wasn't finna do that. He wasn't finna do what they wanted him to do. And if you weren't going to do that, that's a mistake. He just used him for the look because he was the real Rick Ross, and Rick Ross, so when he was in the beef, he just used Rick Ross. And he never lived up to any of the stuff he said he was going to do for the real Rick Ross. And I said, that's a bad look. I told him not to do it because I was like, I know that real Rick Ross meant what he was saying. And you using him for a look to get back at the other Rick Ross, that ain't going to be cool. At the end of the day, you'll create an enemy with him. And I'm just saying, I'd rather have enemy with a fake dude than a real dude. Are me and Floyd good? Yeah. Last time I seen him, we was at the club. So that was the last time I seen him. That man had me. We was in the Mercedes Sprinter vans, driving off to every like about 4 or 5 clubs where he was just picking up money for appearances. So yes, me and him was good. We have no problems. Floyd don't care about the black community like that anyway. There's no celebrity that has made the type of money Floyd has that came back to the hood and did more than Floyd Mayweather. That's facts. See, Floyd, before there was foundations or anything, you know what Floyd would do? He'd come back to the hood. He'd just look outside, see the kids with no hats and coats. He went to the school, he gave money, cash, out of his pocket, said, go to the store. I want get 300 book bags, get 300 coats, hats, and gloves, man. I'm seeing these kids out here, they ain't got no gloves. It's cold. They got their hands up in their, jacket because they ain't got no gloves. He was like, I want hats, gloves, everything. This man spent $20,000 right out of his pocket. Just so in the inner city hood, just to go back in his hometown of Grand Rapids. I've seen him do that. I've seen him pay for things. I've seen people come up to him asking him for money, and he'd just give them $100. Just cuz. Ask anybody who's ever gotten anything from Floyd, from the bag man, everybody get $100. And it's because he don't have any sense of money. He'll rather you say, man, he gave me a good tip, than, man, he just shorted me. He didn't give me nothing. Because he was always generating money. Now, by him being a professional athlete, a lot of the things he was doing was not beneficial to him long term, because when you that guy, you ought to be amazed. I was around Floyd for a weekend. How many people kept coming up to him with ideas? Hey, Floyd, man, yeah, man, hey, my name's Gerald, man. I'm telling you, man, that's my Bentley right there. I'm telling you, I got this idea, man. We got this thing to fix the ozone, man. It's this machine. It flies all the way up to the sky, and it sucks all the poison stuff out of there, man. We're going to put, the Money Team logo on it, Floyd Mayweather's logo on it, and this thing's going to get approved by the government. It's going to have a government seal, dude. We're talking about billions, man. We're going to put it all around the world. Every city going to have one. It's going to clean the ozone layer. We just need initial startup money. Dude, these be white guys. It be every single time you look around, these people were coming to him with ideas that was so bizarre. Yeah, we got this big giant, these people, they need water in Africa. So, Alaska, man, all this fresh water keeps falling into the ocean. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this big block of ice, right, and sail it over to Africa. We're going to sail that big block of ice that falls in the ocean, and we're going to sail that thing all the way over to Africa. And it's like, what if it melts? Well, we got these devices that's going to keep it cool enough not to melt until it gets to Africa. Then I'll be like, well, then what are you going to do when it starts to melt? Oh, no, we're going to just chisel that thing up, and then it'll be enough water to take care of Africa for how long? I'm like, so you're going to go from the Atlantic Ocean and ride the Atlantic Ocean on a block of ice over to Africa. I swear, man, it'd be the craziest things you've ever heard in life. Sound like a reefer idea. Oh man, those are from white people. These from white people that pitch stuff like this. Then it get even crazier. The stuff the black people come up with was even wild. Dog, if we get $2 million, dog, we can open rib joints in like 3 different towns, dog. 3 different towns, man. You know, man, look, you taste Ron's ribs, man. Look, that meat be falling off the bone. Man, we get Ron's ribs down there, man. We got Ron ribs over here. We got a Ron ribs over here. We got a Ron ribs over there, man. I'm telling you, is Ron gonna work at all 3 of them? No, he gonna teach him how to do it, man. When the meat fall off bone, man, we gonna make the killing. Floyd Mayweather invested millions of dollars. Well, actually, $600,000 because he had to pay the fines for the licensing of this because somebody sued him over it. He bought his own soda. This dude talked him into a soda thing called lottery soda. I am not joking. Floyd Mayweather bought his own soda. Now, I got the message in the pitch. Now, let me tell you something. Floyd's homeboys came in. And it was all the way in a chat. This is as far as people got it. I was in Floyd's house, so I seen the soda. It's called lottery soda. He bought his own soda, right? People was like, where can I buy Floyd Mayweather's lottery soda? They're like, are they selling those? Floyd had basically containers of this, and they was like, I've never seen a lottery soda in any store, not even in liquor stores in Vegas. It probably tastes like sugar water and color dye. But no, he bought this soda company without knowing anything about the soda. The guy pitched him like, yo, man, we get this, black people drink soda all the time, B. You know that. He was, yep, we get our own. This company right here, we could buy it right here. It's called Lottery Soda. Right? Every top got a number on it. And yeah, it's like you keep going until you get a winning number, right? It's like playing the lottery, see? And if you get the right number, boom, you win. And then you get like we give them like what, $5,000. We gonna make tons of money. Just everybody squeezing the top off to see if they won the lottery, you know, the lottery number, you know, lottery soda. So you keep squinting and be like, oh, try again. See, this tactic was done years ago. And it was successful because the brand was successful. I'll explain that to you in 1 second. He asked me who P. Rilla was. I'll explain that to you in 1 second. Now, here's the thing about lottery soda. I believe it was Pepsi had this idea first, and they've done it. It could be another company. Sorry if I don't remember, but I believe it was Pepsi. They said 7-Up. Okay, 7-Up had it, where they had the blue plastic on the cap. And you had to scratch the little blue plastic off, and it would tell you if you won something or to say sorry or try again. And it has a prize in there, whatever the prize might be. You scratch it off and pull it off, and it'll tell you on the inside of the cap. It was a blue plastic thing on the cap. And it say try again. Right? Now, Lottery Soda was trying to follow that whole suit. And it never got off the ground because first, to pull off a lottery like that, You have to deal with the gamblers and the people in all of those associations. He said 7-Up is owned by Pepsi, so you're right. I know, I'm always right. Even by accident, I'm right. So this was successful in that space. It never got off the ground. Floyd had all these cases of this soda that was made that he could not put in stores and sell. They had to sit in his house. And I got a video where I recorded in Floyd's house, and we got it all on tape when he showed his mansion off. That's how we know. Oh, 100%. So when people start to say, oh, they never wanted to stand by anything that we were saying. Oh, no. Let's take you to Casino for life. Let's take you to my journey. Right? Let's go through it, fellas. That's your boy Casino here with Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather's mansion.
Now we're in my office where we structure big deals at. And I'm going to talk to y'all, okay? Where's my phone? Let me make sure I got my phone. Okay, give me a charge. Give me a charger. Because I talked to my boy Mac. Yeah, my phone died. Okay, I'm going to come to y'all live. And I'm going to tell y'all what we working with, okay? I'm going to come to y'all live and tell y'all what we working with, okay? Okay, this is what we working with. Okay, listen. This right here. See my soda? Go on the internet and order this. You can go on the internet and order this right now. You know, you unscrew it. Do you play the lottery? If you play the lottery, this soda is for you. You unscrew it. You unscrew the top like this. And then you look up under it, you get a 3-digit and a 4-digit number that play the lottery. 3 and 4-digit numbers. You get 3-digit and 4-digit numbers. So this soda is for the people that play lottery. You must play lottery, and you must go out and buy the lottery soda, of course. This jackpot orange, of course. This jackpot orange. This win a bunch of grape. This flavor right here is win a bunch of grape. I know y'all want to mix that with y'all scissor. Right here, Strike It Rich Strawberry. Strike It Rich Strawberry. I got my own soda, of course. Strike It Rich Strawberry. You got to go buy my soda. It's moving kind of slow right now. I've been telling the kid, take his time. We're going to get the thing off the ground. We're going to get the thing shooting. So look it up. Go to the website, lotterysoda.com. Of course, we got it right here. Cash In Cola. So we got Cash In Cola, and the tops is unreal. Because, you know, we all want to get that money. We all want to win the lottery. Under each cap, there's a 3-digit and a 4-digit a number that you can go out and play. No different from a fortune cookie. A fortune cookie tell you something. Just like the movie that they showed on TV. What's it, lottery ticket? That's what it's called. Like lottery ticket. You know, the kid had a fortune cookie, played the number, hit the lottery. Just like this. You got 3-digit and 4-digit numbers under the cap. You go out and buy the soda, you get your 3-digit and your 4-digit number. Hopefully you can be a part owner in my company.
Now, he said a part owner in my company. So now the lottery people were like, okay, this is a scam people were thinking it's a lottery. It's not a lottery. They're giving you numbers that you're not supposed to say it's a lottery because it's not. It's just your lucky numbers. Just be like, hey, these are lucky numbers. You don't say this is a lottery number. You can go use this to play because the people who buy the soda might not be old enough to buy the soda. And, not be old enough to play the lottery. Kids buy soda. So telling them to go play the lottery, or they might not have lottery in their state. So your ideal is to not sell the lottery part. I told him this. I said, the lottery part is not to sell. The dude was like, man, don't listen to that dude, man. You don't know what the hell he's talking about. This is 2012, is it? Let me see. How many years ago did I post this? This was 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. When people who have means, when the people know you have money, they come for you. They come for you and say, hey, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. This is just how it moves. If I wanted to vest in winning the lottery, I could do that. If I wanted to put all my intentions into trying to win that, but trying to figure out patterns and codes and things, I told you, I have a code book. I could really figure that out, or at least come very close to winning if I was to put my focus into that. But it's all about geographic locations, everything. Now, no, it's not a real care in the world for a lot of people who don't understand it. It comes out of nowhere for certain points and reasons that you might not even get from time to time. Yeah, so when Rick Ross decided to play with him, it turned. Rick Ross decided to play with 50 Cent. So now this is what he get.
Just a fat cop that lock niggas and eat. Boss. Ricky Ross. Boy, you took your name from a real one out the street. Miami Vice, yeah, he ice. He walked the beat. Officer Ricky on the beat, but he ain't rapping. All that gangster talk, he be doing, it be acting. He ain't bout no gunplay, pussy nigga yapping. Never did no street shit, never did no trapping. Doing too much capping when he out of uniform. Don't believe a word, he is real as a unicorn. Kingpin in the booth on the street, all he doing phone. Mess with that pig if you want to. You been warned, you ain't no boss Ricky. You police. Just a fat cop that lock niggas and eat balls. Boy, you took your name from a real one out the street. Miami Vice, yeah, he walked the beat. For the Miami Ricky's National Guard. Got a couple dollars, but he is not a star. Bag of money, but he got it working for the law. He ain't spitting bars. He put people behind bars. Party at the mansion parking lot, police cars. Box Chevy wide, better watch the things you talk. Triple C's, cops, cuffs, and coke. Hell no, even the beard fake attach a toupee to his jaw. You ain't no boss Ricky, you police. Just a fat cop that lock niggas and eat balls. Boy, you took your name from a real one out the street. Miami Vice, yeah, he ice. He walked the beat.
He walked the beat. Shout out at 50, what the F? Shouts out to them. They got another hit on their hands. Go follow them. Support their channel, man. They put a lot of work in. He just a back out that like. Oh, absolutely, man. So once again, it's always been no, man, it be these dudes, man, like Pap. Pap is already out there. Yeah, Pap already does. No, man, come on. Oh, Buck just mad. What he gonna do?
Yeah.
I am.
Take that out and you issue a statement right now before I go do what I gotta do for my own career's sake.
What that mean?
Meaning I have to save my own career back.
I always knew you were different, David. But listen, you're too different for me. Now I heard about buck breaking, I mean from back in the days of slavery.
But you freaky, Buck!
That's not what up. Buck been going to the Frank stand. Well, goddamn, this shit's getting out of hand.
And the money gon' be there, outlaw.
Been going to the Frank stand. He like them pretty in the face and ways down. He's a man. Go ahead and like what you like, do your fan, but don't bring that around the gang. Keep that at the Frank stand.
Nigga said shorty wanna ride.
But shorty has something to hide.
Shorty ain't a shorty, she a guy.
Transformers more than me, see I. But
Well,
what the fuck are you high? Slow your roll, boy, you're losing your mind. You gotta go, can't hang around the guy. Looking ass nigga with the wandering eyes. Buck big going to the Frank stand. Well, goddamn, this shit's getting out of hand. Yeah, Buck big going to the Frank stand. He like them pretty in the face and waist. Now he's a man. Go ahead and like what you like, do your fam, but don't bring that round the gang. Keep that at the Frank stand. Thought he was from Nashville, but he from Mookie Town. Real name's David Brown, nickname Dookie Brown. He ain't in the game no more. It's getting spooky now. Went from G-Unit to hair units and chasing booty round. Damn, not Buck, not the gangster in the ski mask. Heard he like Autobots, fast cars, easy pass. He back in the hood on a hunt, oh freaky ass. I ain't been around a mess when he see me last. This shit's getting out of hand. Yeah, Buck been going to the Frank stand. He like them pretty in the face and waist down. He's a man. Go ahead and like what you like, do you fam, but don't bring that round the gang. Keep that at the Frank stand. Buck been going to the Frank stand.
Hey, man, you been going to the Frank stand. Man, just take the video down. I swear the money gonna be there. It's gonna be there, man. 50, man, why you doing that to me, man? You know I'm in Caveville, man. They don't do that out here in Caveville, man. Now, come on. No, man, don't just saying that now. Yes, sir. So anyway, we are going to get out of here and go ahead and watch these games. I'm out. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Go to my Patreon, Carcino for Life. You won't be disappointed.